Okay, I just wanted to throw a quick warning on this one. My emotions got the better of me on this recording. At times I might be a little difficult to understand, and I did use some mild language just out of frustration and disgust. So I just wanted to put that warning out there. Thank you. So I apologize for the sound of the background. I'm not sure what's causing it all of a sudden. So I would really like to share the article that I'm looking at, but for whatever reason the software that I'm using is just not cooperating with me on screen sharing. But this was a story that I came across the other day, and I really, really wanted it to have a happy ending, but I knew deep down that it wasn't going to work out. Now, when I first came across it, I could not decide if they were implying that the missing person was a danger to themselves, or they were worried that someone had brought harm to her. Unfortunately, they've since updated the story, and I guess one way or the other, at least they found her body. I mean, obviously I wish she'd been found alive, but at least now her family doesn't have to wonder about where she is. And I'm probably going to cry because I wanted this to have a positive, I wanted a happy freaking ending. And unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to link to the article, but this is from CBS News. But Navy sailor Angelina Resendiz found dead after vanishing from Virginia barracks. Another sailor detained. This is just, I'm probably going to freaking cry because this is, damn it. A U.S. Navy sailor who disappeared from her barracks about 2 weeks ago has been found dead, authorities said Wednesday, and another sailor is currently in pretrial custody in connection with her death. Angelina Petra Resendiz, 21, and she's so young. Just, obviously, any murder victim, I would be sad, but it's just that she was so freaking young. I mean, just, damn it. Sorry. I'm feeling my feelings right now. Sorry. Angelina Petra Resendiz, 21, vanished from her barracks at a naval base in Norfolk on May 29th, according to the Naval Criminal Investigative Service, or NCIS. She was reported missing June 3rd, and the Virginia State Police subsequently issued a critical missing adult alert on behalf of the agency. See, it was the wording there that I couldn't quite decide if they were implying that she was in danger from someone else or from herself, because that is a very kind of I couldn't decide which way they were going to go with that. The Norfolk medical examiner identified her body on Tuesday after remains were found the day before in a wooded part of the city. Authorities have not released the name of the Navy sailor who was being detained in Resendiz's death. Charges were pending Wednesday, but the agency noted the sailor would be tried in accordance with the Uniform Code of Military Justice. That set of rules dictates how the military investigates, prosecutes, and punishes personnel for a range of crimes. It applies to active duty members of the military, the National Guard Reserve, as well as military academy students, according to the Department of Defense. Resendiz was a culinary specialist assigned to the USS James E. Williams and based at Naval Station Norfolk, according to NCIS and CBS News affiliate WTKR. And actually, one second. It's been a while. Yep. Sorry, I used to live in the Hampton area. I was trying to remember if that was a station I was familiar with. I'm sorry. NCIS has worked tirelessly in close coordination with Navy leadership, the Norfolk Police Department, Virginia State Police, Virginia Search and Rescue, and numerous other federal and local law enforcement partners to pursue all leads since learning of Seaman Resendiz's disappearance, the agency said. NCIS remains committed to uncovering the facts surrounding the tragic death of Seaman Resendiz to ensure accountability and justice. Esmeralda Castle, Resendiz's mother, criticized the Navy's handling of her daughter's case in a statement this week. I had wondered about this. It says here that Resendiz's colleagues, friends, and even authorities knew she was missing, but the response was minimal, and after her friends filed a missing persons report when her commander would not, they showed little compassion or understanding. This callousness led to Resendiz's death, which cannot be tolerated. Why do they do that? Why do they... I mean, somebody just disappears from the barracks and you're just like, well, I don't know. Not the big deal. Is that their way of looking at it? So there's a GoFundMe launched to help Castle's raised over $9,000, but I assume that God, I really don't want to think about what the person did, but I'm assuming they're saying if maybe they had actually got off their ass and looked for her, maybe she could have been found in a live state, of course. I'm trying to figure out a word, but just whatever the person did to her could have been prevented if they had just given a shit, pardon my language, but given a shit and actually done their effing job. And like I said at the beginning, I saw this story the other day and I really, really wanted it to work out. I knew it wouldn't, but I had that tiny part of me that just was like, no, maybe, just maybe she's just needed a break and she's, off somewhere safe. But nope. Some asshole, pardon my language, decided that they needed to bring harm to this poor girl. And again, the fact that she was only 21, that's just... Oh, jeez. And of course, obviously, you can't see the thing I'm looking at up, but it's just the one video that they have playing on the side. I paused it, and it's her, and she's giving like the peace sign, and it's just so jarring just to think that this poor girl is dead, and here she's being like cute, giving the peace sign, and some monster took her life for no effing reason. And the fact that she's laid out there all those extra days because the powers that be, who should have given a damn, didn't. Okay, yeah. I'm getting way too emotional on this one. I'm going to cut it off. I wish I could link to this, but for whatever reason, YouTube's giving me a hard time about linking articles, but again, it's on CBS News. And also, you could try looking up the story on WTKR, which is a Hampton Roads-based news organization. Yeah, I gotta stop.